What's the deal, y'all? It's your boy CaliPitts, back with another episode of that social talk. Like always, it's a grind, and welcome to my space. Today, we ain't gonna be too long, but I want to talk to my men, my heterosexual men, my women. I'm starting to feel like heterosexual men are under attack. You know, I would love for y'all to comment on this conversation, tap in, give a rebuttal, let me know how y'all feel about what I'm saying, if I'm out of line or if I'm on point or whatever. But it seems like heterosexual men are under attack. And I say that because, especially black men, black heterosexual, we already been under attack as black men. But now that so many things have been coming into life, changing life, the world is becoming a different place. It seemed like the strong, stern man have no place. If he say, this is what I believe in, this is the things that I was raised on, this is the way things should be, it's people telling him no. If he say, I feel like I should be able to teach my son that you only should be with women, and that's not for us, and all that, people tell him he's wrong. He's being racist, and that's a form of racism, and you teaching kids to have hate. But it's okay for our kids to be taught things that we don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for them to change the world, to put everything in our kids' face without us having an opinion or a stern stand on what we want for our kids. And as the Me Too movement happened, all these old dirty, crafty ass, Caucasian men, done the things they done by having the power they possess, running certain industries and things like that. It's like the fact that they're men, we get clumped up in all that shit as well. The fact that so many of our men are choosing to be pride. You know what I'm saying? And for people that don't know, I say pride to have no disrespect. You know what I mean? That's y'all thing. So we don't have it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, just shut the fuck up and do what you're told. That's how I kind of feel what's going on with heterosexual men. You know what I'm saying? Or just men with value. Like, if a man have value to the shit he doing and the things he's saying and shit, if it don't line up with the way other people feel, the way all these other movements feel, they come down on you. And they come down on you in a collective, to where the world and the people and everybody get to speak in their mind on you for just being you. You get to the point to where you feel like you have no place. And that's why I say that. I feel like as a heterosexual man, I speak for the man that feel like a man and a woman should be together. I don't have a problem with a man and a man being together. That's their business. But I don't feel like we should be getting such a bad rap for being what men are supposed to be. And if I offended you by saying what men are supposed to be, my apologies, because that's not my intent. But we got to be to a level of understanding, be like, yeah, I get what he's saying. We was raised our whole life saying you supposed to grow up, get with a woman, marry a woman, have kids. And in them situations, being with a woman on woman, you can't have kids. You can adopt kids. Man on man, you can't have kids. You can adopt kids. You know what I mean? So it's a level to how I was raised, being remanufactured and then being told that the things my mother and my family members installed in me ain't right because this person want to do what they want to do. And I'm stuck in the thought, like, why the fuck I can't do what I want to do then? Why it's an argument because I believe in my beliefs. Don't mean I hate you, don't mean I have a problem with you, don't mean I have disrespect for you. It's just I believe in my beliefs, just like you believe in yours. Now I can accept that with you. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand when y'all, when not y'all, I don't even want to separate shit like that, but when I can understand when people speak their point of existence of why and thing. I understand it. I might not agree, but I can understand it. But when we speak heterosexual existence, it seems like we doing something bad or something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like, women don't. It seems like women support gay rights more than they support a man's rights. And I find that crazy, because if you a woman, a heterosexual woman, a woman that tend to feel like she wants a man in her life, we need people on our side too. I'm not afraid to say the things that men in America be afraid to say. I don't want to become, man, a lost culture like men. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't let real men become a lost culture. Not saying you're not a real man because you're pride. What I'm saying is a real man as in the way we was taught, the way life is created and all that shit. It shouldn't be a hatred for the man that stand like that. You know? Because you can't serve disrespect, or you can't condemn or neglect a group of people from being free, having their minds, as you are trying to be free and have your mind and stand where you stand. You can't tell me I can't do something as you do something. And I think that's real crazy, because that's what it seemed like. Whether it's women rights, whether it's pride rights, whether it's Hispanic rights, it's like that shit always seem to boil down to the heterosexual man. Like, nigga, how you gonna act because everybody else with us? You don't believe in this? You wrong. You not for this? You wrong. Not being for something don't mean you hate somebody, or you hate people, or you have a problem with people. It's just, I'm not for it. And I was thinking about this last night, and I know it's shit that I'm missing. That's why I want y'all to tap in, chime in, talk to me. I want to know if it's more men that feel like me, or heterosexual men being under attack with all the rules and regulations that are coming into the world with this new world order type shit. And I'm not speaking on it in the new world order and that conspiracy theory shit. The new world order is what we see. The world is becoming in the new fashion. It's reshaping and becoming what's going to be for the next 20, 50 years. You know what I mean? Or longer. And I just want to make sure heterosexual men have a place in there. No, you can't replace us by adopting kids. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't replace us by in vitro and all these things. You can't. And y'all shouldn't want to. And it shouldn't be okay that the man don't have a place in today's voice of society. And I get it. When we get presidents like Donald Trump, we got crazy ass politicians, you know what I'm saying, like Lindsey Graham, them weird ass and shit. And it's like, it make you hate a form of man. But them niggas, it's like them fools ain't the ones that represent all men. And it's like how y'all be wanting us to be like, well, all pride people don't represent all pride people. All women don't represent all women. I understand that. What I'm saying is that when a heterosexual man stand up for things he was taught and how he was raised, how can you then tell him he's wrong? You're telling him his mother wrong. His mother is a woman like you. But it's funny, because if women don't agree with y'all as well, y'all will go against them. The whole system is set up in competition and competing and putting people against each other. It's hard to accept something when you telling me I'm denied of something. I don't know how to accept that. Because if I'm denied of something, in order for you to have something, then there go my you know what I'm saying? There go my freedom of speech. There go my you know, my opinion, my point. Oh, we don't believe, we don't agree with your opinion or your point. Doesn't make it less valid. Doesn't make it less valid. Because if I don't agree with pride, that would make y'all less valid. That'll just mean I don't agree. And it ain't really about pride and heterosexuals. It's just really about the heterosexual man that get the bad rap nowadays just for believing in heterosexuality. You know what I'm saying? Not accepting all the things and all the ways that they changing and turning shit too. Like, nah, I'm cool with this. You get a bad rap for that shit. You know? No matter what type of person you is, you could be a good person, a bad person, but once you stop agreeing with the way of the world and the way that the powers that be is moving shit, you get a bad rap. And it just seemed kind of crazy is that they finding all kind of ways to make heterosexual men non-pertinent to the evolution and the continuance of life. They finding all kind of ways to infertilize a woman or incubate a baby. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm under attack with shit like that. You feel me? I feel like I'm under attack if, you know, two women want to get together and adopt kids and solidify themselves as, you know, a family and a couple, and we don't need a man. Don't have a problem with that union. I have a problem when women start feeling like they don't need a man, and then that become their rhetoric. Because it's rhetoric just like they will feel a man saying a woman need a man to solidify a union. And I'm not speaking in that way. I'm speaking on the union being solidified in the way of man, woman, make kid, you know, raise family, you know what I'm saying? Everything remains copacetic to life. But in the end of the day, we all got to find a way to get along with each other, make this shit work together. You know, I know this shit hard. Life is a struggle. That's why it's a grind. But as a heterosexual man, I'm going to speak loud and I'm going to speak proud with no disrespect to no one else, nobody's movement. But heterosexual men should not be under attack for being men.